Imagine a place where borders aren't just lines on a map, but a living, breathing puzzle that defies every geographical norm you've ever known. Nestled between Belgium and the Netherlands, the municipality of Baarle stands as a testament to the absurd complexity of human-drawn boundaries, challenging our understanding of national identity and territorial integrity. In this extraordinary landscape, houses are split down the middle with front doors in one country and backyards in another. Residents wake up each morning potentially changing countries by simply walking from their bedroom to their kitchen. Postal codes, tax systems, and even emergency services switch midstream, creating a bureaucratic labyrinth that seems more like a surreal thought experiment than an actual place. The story of Baarle is a fascinating journey through centuries of feudal negotiations, medieval land trades, and intricate treaties that have created this geographical anomaly. These enclaves and counter-enclaves, territories completely surrounded by another country, weren't born from modern diplomatic complications, but from complex historical land ownership arrangements dating back to the medieval feudal system. Understanding Baarle requires abandoning conventional notions of national borders. Here, sovereignty is not a continuous landscape, but a patchwork quilt of jurisdictions, where a single street can host multiple nationalities, and a single building might technically exist in two countries simultaneously. It's a place that turns geopolitical logic on its head, inviting us to question the very meaning of borders. Medieval Europe was a complex tapestry of feudal territories, where land ownership was more fluid than today's rigid national boundaries. Baarle's unique configuration originated from intricate land transactions between the lordships of Breda and the Dukes of Brabant, creating a precedent for the extraordinary border arrangements we see today. The region's complicated history began with land inheritance and strategic marriages that transferred small parcels between noble families. These transactions created pockets of land that remained under different jurisdictional controls, effectively planting the seeds for Baarle's future fragmented landscape. Local lords would negotiate land rights through complex agreements that preserved specific ownership privileges. These negotiations meant that a single estate could be partially owned by different nobles, creating the first instances of what would become modern-day enclaves and counter-enclaves. The Treaty of Maastricht in 1843 formalized many of these historical land arrangements, effectively cementing Baarle's unusual geographical configuration. This treaty recognized the existing patchwork of territories, preventing potential conflicts and solidifying the unique border situation that continues to exist today. Daily life in Baarle presents unique challenges and unexpected complexities that most residents navigate with remarkable nonchalance. Imagine walking down a street where each step could potentially change your national jurisdiction, tax obligations, and even emergency service responsibilities. Residents have developed practical strategies for managing their multinational existence. Some houses have front doors in one country while their backyards extend into another, creating surreal living arrangements that challenge conventional understanding of national boundaries. Local businesses must comply with dual regulatory systems, often maintaining separate accounting and operational procedures for Belgian and Dutch regulations. A single shop might need to adhere to different commercial laws, tax rates, and health regulations depending on which part of the building they're operating in. Emergency services have developed intricate protocols for responding to incidents that might cross national boundaries. A fire or medical emergency could require coordination between Belgian and Dutch authorities, creating a complex rescue choreography that demands seamless cross-border cooperation. Taxation in Baarle becomes a complex dance of competing national systems. Residents must navigate intricate legal frameworks that can change depending on which side of an invisible line they stand, creating a bureaucratic challenge that requires meticulous attention to detail. Different postal codes, utility regulations, and municipal services create a labyrinthine administrative landscape. A single building might receive electricity from one country, water from another, and have different internet service providers based on its precise geographical location. The Belgian and Dutch governments have developed specialized administrative protocols to manage this unique situation. Detailed mapping, precise boundary demarcations, and ongoing diplomatic communication ensure that services are delivered efficiently despite the territorial complexity. Legal residency becomes a nuanced concept in Baarle. Individuals can technically change their national status by moving a few meters, affecting everything from voting rights to social security benefits. This creates a fascinating legal gray area that challenges traditional notions of citizenship. Despite their complex territorial situation, Baarle's residents have developed a unique cultural identity that transcends national boundaries. Local festivals, community events, and social gatherings often ignore the invisible lines that technically divide them, creating a harmonious multicultural environment. Language becomes an interesting aspect of local communication. While Dutch is predominantly spoken in the Netherlands and French in Belgium, Baarle's residents often speak multiple languages, switching effortlessly between linguistic traditions that reflect their hybrid territorial existence. Culinary traditions in Baarle blend Belgian and Dutch influences, creating unique gastronomic experiences. Restaurants and cafes might offer menus that reflect both national cuisines, with dishes that symbolize the region's cultural fusion and adaptability. Educational systems present another fascinating dimension of cross-border living. Schools must accommodate students from both national systems, developing flexible curricula that respect both Belgian and Dutch educational standards while maintaining a cohesive local identity. The unique geographical configuration of Baarle creates fascinating economic opportunities and challenges. Businesses strategically position themselves to leverage differences in tax rates, regulations, and commercial policies between Belgium and the Netherlands. Retail strategies become particularly interesting, with shops sometimes positioning their entrances to benefit from more favorable national regulations. A single store might have different pricing, product offerings, and operational hours depending on which side of the border it's currently operating. Tourism has become a significant economic driver, with people worldwide fascinated by Baarle's extraordinary border situation. Visitors come to experience the novelty of walking across national boundaries within a single street, creating a unique tourism ecosystem. Real estate markets in Baarle operate under complex rules, with property values influenced by their precise national positioning. A house's value can fluctuate based on its relationship to national boundaries, creating a dynamic and unpredictable property landscape. Modern technology presents unique challenges in a territory as geographically complex as Baarle. Telecommunications, internet services, and digital infrastructure must navigate the intricate border landscape, creating sophisticated technological solutions. Mobile networks must coordinate seamlessly to provide continuous coverage across national boundaries. A single phone call might traverse multiple national jurisdictions, requiring complex roaming and signal transmission protocols that go beyond standard international communication frameworks. Satellite and GPS technologies require precise mapping and constant updates to accurately represent Baarle's fragmented territorial configuration. Digital cartography becomes a critical tool for understanding and navigating this unique geographical environment. Cybersecurity and data protection laws add another layer of complexity. Different national regulations regarding digital privacy, data storage, and internet governance create a challenging landscape for technological service providers operating in this unique region. Baarle serves as a microcosm of broader global discussions about national boundaries, sovereignty, and human-defined territorial divisions. Its existence challenges traditional geopolitical thinking and offers insights into potential future border configurations in an increasingly interconnected world. International relations scholars study Baarle as a unique case study of peaceful coexistence and cooperative governance. The municipality demonstrates how arbitrary national boundaries can be successfully managed through diplomatic understanding and practical collaboration. climate change and global migration might increasingly challenge traditional territorial concepts. Baarle provides a fascinating precedent for how communities can adapt to complex geographical and jurisdictional realities, offering potential models for future border management. The municipality symbolizes human capacity for creative problem-solving, showing how seemingly impossible administrative challenges can be resolved through patience, negotiation, and mutual respect between different national entities. As global dynamics continue to evolve, Baarle stands as a living laboratory for understanding territorial complexity. Emerging technologies, changing geopolitical landscapes, and increasing global interconnectedness might further transform how we conceptualize national boundaries. European Union policies and ongoing regional integrations could potentially simplify or further complicate Baarle's unique situation. The municipality represents a critical test case for how supranational organizations manage intricate territorial arrangements. Younger generations in Baarle are growing up with a fundamentally different understanding of national identity. Their experiences challenge traditional notions of citizenship, belonging, and territorial allegiance, potentially offering new perspectives on global human relationships. Technological advancements, particularly in digital infrastructure and virtual governance, might provide innovative solutions for managing complex territorial configurations like Baarle, potentially creating new models of cross-border collaboration and administration. Baarle represents more than a geographical anomaly. It's a profound metaphor for human adaptability and cooperation. This extraordinary municipality demonstrates how artificial boundaries can be transformed from potential sources of conflict into opportunities for understanding and mutual respect. The story of Baarle challenges our fundamental perceptions of nationhood, citizenship, and territorial identity. It reveals that borders are not immutable constructs, but fluid, negotiable arrangements that can be managed with creativity, diplomacy, and genuine human connection. As global complexities continue to increase, Baarle offers a compelling model of peaceful coexistence. Its residents have transcended traditional national divisions, creating a community that celebrates diversity while maintaining a unique shared identity that defies conventional geographical limitations. The municipality invites us to reimagine our understanding of human boundaries, not as rigid barriers, but as dynamic, permeable membranes that can foster communication, collaboration, and mutual understanding across seemingly insurmountable divides.